Hello guys, how are we doing? Today's video is going to be a banger. 46 and 22 on Berlin Hardpoint with over 2 minutes in hill time. So yeah, make sure you stick around to the end because it's definitely one to watch. It's also worth noting it's in a master rank lobby, so I think three of us on our team were masters with one elite, and it's the same sort of situation on the other team. So 6 masters in the lobby, 2 elites. I'm nearly a challenger. So yeah, this video is going to be a bit of a different one. I'm going to be talking about my thoughts and tactics as I go through and how I progress in the game. And I thought, what better video to do it where I get 46 elims with 22 deaths and over 2 minutes on hill time. So yeah, hope you enjoy. Make sure you stick around for those little tips and my thought processes. Gives you a bit of an insight into what goes on in my head as I'm playing. So first off, spawn on this side with an SMG. Do that exact route. If you believe in your gunny, you can get to that door for outer super quickly, get an entry kill, come back and play your life a little bit more. With the time to kill in this game so fast, you sort of really want to be pre-aiming and ensuring that you're checking all your spots and you know where the enemies are going to be. So getting into a team where comms are alive and well, for me is important because you know exactly where everything happens on the map. P2 on Berlin, this is called mail room, or it is literally just called mail room, but we call it P2. You sort of want to make sure that you've got everyone covering a certain corner, and the best way to play this hard point is if say you're the only one on the hill, or someone else on your team is getting time. Unfortunately, I don't get time there. You want to be either in either staircase, as long as you've got someone in one staircase or the other. That's really what you want, just to control the area slightly. So when you're on time, you sort of want to be moving around, making sure you're checking your UAV or your radar on the top left hand corner, just seeing where your teammates are watching. It also gives you an idea of where they're spawning as well. Unfortunately, I think that guy dropped down from the top, which is where someone should have been. If I weren't the one getting hilled right there, I'd have been up there just watching the jump over, because that's essentially the only place really you can get hit from. So there's 15 seconds left of time. I think we have spawns. Yeah, we've got someone blocking on my team already. And essentially there's 10 seconds left. I wouldn't normally push this, but this hill has got some very sticky spawns to the next one. And I'm always guaranteed to spawn back here as long as my teammate stays alive, which he didn't. But thankfully there's enough of my team here to warrant us spawning back here. So normally I'd say don't chow with like 10 seconds left. The only reason I did that was because I thought, I'm going to spawn back at noon, so as long as you've got someone blocking spawns and anchoring spawns at this hard point, you should be good to spawn back here, as long as they stay alive. So, as I run SMG, it's my job here, it's my role on the team to sort of get in the hard point, get that time, as well as to deter enemies off the hill. If you were playing in AI, you sort of want to do exactly what my teammate's doing at the back of the map. It's just one, blocking their spawn, anchoring our spawn, as well as, making sure that no one can come through the left-hand side of the map up the street and then into the windows. Don't ask me what that guy was doing. Don't ask me what this guy's doing. Trust me, it's a master lobby. It wasn't a scrub. Yeah, I don't know. 10 seconds left of time. I sort of decide to move. I'm trying to go on a pinch here, so normal route for you to do off that hard point is usually down the street, round BS and D, and onto where these teammates are now, because what happens then is normally you get spawns. The fact that I didn't spawn there probably means that there's an enemy there, which is what happens right there. So it's essential to know that if you don't spawn back there when your teammates are there, chances are there's already an enemy there. Teammate unfortunately didn't see the guy lying down at the back left. I did communicate it, but hey, what can you do? What can you do? So the game you're seeing isn't perfect. Obviously I make mistakes, and with the in a master lobby, I know it's not challenger, I know it's not that sort of level. You do play against some really nice players, so it's not an easy ride, but I do go off and as I say, 49, 46 and 22 with 2 minutes in hill. I didn't think this was a bad game to do this sort of voiceover for, and hopefully it helps you guys out. So yeah, if you want to see more of this sort of stuff, make sure you guys show your support to the video. Let me know you like it, and don't worry, you'll see plenty more of that to come. This route doing here, so when you're spawning that side, the side of the hill, P5 we're spawning at the moment, a lot of the traffic tends to want you to go through this sort of area where my teammate is right now, because you spawn here. So the common thing to do is run through P1, push from the train station side of things. But I like to do this. This gets you behind enemy lines. You can sort of work your way up to the top 3 story, because that is one real irritating spot for some people to sit as just top 3 with an AR. And to be fair, I can't blame them. It's a dominant spot, and if you've got someone up there, you're in a good position. Ah, bloody run! 25 mag clip. What's 25 bullet mag? What's that about? Playing this hill, you want to sort of get to their side of it, and then play one of these corners. Obviously, they're very tight corners. Essentially, that's what you want to do. You want to get an AR up top, someone playing your train station, a sub playing around the hill, not quite in it, and then a sub pretty much just sat on the hill, sat in the corner, absorbed soaking time. So P1's here. We sort of want to hold these spawns because of next, and this is a filthy contest spot. I don't think it's Jade. Probably is because it's filthy. But if you sit here, they can't get points, and they can't really shoot you. They have no idea where you are, and a lot of people don't actually know about this. So for those of you who have just found about this, keep it secret. Don't let it know. I mean, I'm telling you guys, but I don't know. Maybe 100 people see this, so it's not too bad. This guy's STG. I absolutely love using this. I haven't used an STG in so long. There we are. So this is giving you a bit of an example of what it's like to use an AR. So you just really want to get them off hill, keep them away. See, I'm getting 3 pieces and they're still breaking the hill. This is what drives me mad. But I suppose that's that thing with this game. Spawns is quite close and it's just a constant wave of bloody enemies. So as I say, time's nearly running out, and we could have probably been a bit quicker on rotations there. It's always essential to keep an eye on the time, but when you're involved in the mix, and when you're on the hard point, it can be hard to just constantly be checking the top mid of the map, top mid of the screen. So I'm spawning quite far out here, which probably tells me someone's our side of the hard point, probably in 3-story or open stairs, which is what it's called on this side. That was a silly break. I don't know what I did. I just stood still. That was silly of me. You always want to be looking for intel, even if you can't really go anywhere. You just want to be on a swivel, just having a look around. That's a nice little laid spot without, like, you know, your life depending on, you know, costing your life away. Simply due to the fact that you can get a nade all the way in there without really showing yourself whatsoever to the doorway. Just bounces all the way through. The tip for breaking that hardpoint, P2 in the mail room, is simply just get your subs in there, trade it out, and hopefully you come out with nice skills. The people with the better gunny, the team with the better gun skills usually come out on top there, because they're more likely to trade, they're more likely to pick up 2 pieces. That's essentially the plan. Similar situation here, again, as I said before, you want a couple of SMGs in the actual hardpoint. I think I do get slightly overwhelmed here. 2 coming from the right, 2 coming from the left. It was a bit of chaos. But as I said, we've got an AR in the back, so we're going to keep spawning here. The only way we don't spawn here is if that guy dies. So it's his job to really stay alive as I pick up another 3-piece. I knew it was there because of the radar. It's you've got to be relatively cracked in this game to be constantly aware of where everyone is, but that minimap is an easy bit of intel, and it makes a huge amount of difference if you're playing on a team because they can communicate it. If you hear shots and just look at the radar, it will give you free info. And if you're not sure exactly where they are, say for example they've shot the other side of the map, and your team aren't calling out, just press the start button or the menu button. I'm not sure what it is on the PlayStation, or I don't know what it is on the keyboard, to be honest. And you'll be able to see the entire map and see exactly where they're shooting from. You guys probably know that anyway. I don't know why I'm saying it. You guys probably know that. So we've got spawns this side of the map, which is good. We want to be spawning here. And I'm sort of trying my best to be that annoying player. So as long as we've got someone blocking back left behind me, like behind the railways on the outer side, we're in for a good show. Because what it means I can do is just get in the mix right here, and it forces them to spawn all the way out. The only downside to this is if that happens. So for example, one of their teammates, one of the enemy's team, pushed all the way around the left-hand side of this hill and got behind our team, and it's essentially, it made them spawn there and they made us spawn out, so it's not ideal. I had to stop shooting that guy. I don't know what I'm doing. Just bad gunny there. Nothing, no excuses, just bad gunny. Again, P5, if you're in the lead, you don't really have to use so much of your lives to jump on the hill, only when you really can. P5's more for, like, if you are already in the lead, just keep them off it. Keep them off it, run down the time. There we are. See, my selection of who to shoot there was, I say carefully calculated. It wasn't really carefully calculated, but you want to shoot for the person who's least likely to be able to turn around and kill you. So you sort of see two people, calculate where they're going to be, and whatnot. Hip firing with this current setup I've got on this MP40 is really nice. If there's someone in your face, don't even try an ADS. Chances are you're probably going to lose that gunfight, because ADS in that really close range never really works. You'll see even pros just hip fire at those sort of ranges. So 10 seconds, we need 15 seconds, well 16 seconds left on the hill. And we've got a pretty good setup. We're here first, we've rotated first, and they've just spawned in. So I'm thinking, right, I've got the whole flank. As long as you guys watch outer and front, we've got everything else covered. They can't get round to the right because we've got someone watching that. We can't get killed from the front because someone's watching that. So it's really just about people winning their gunfights where they are, and happy days. I think we made them left. So there we are. Made them left, made them leave. So, yeah, that's how to win a game on Masters, and that is how to make them rage quit. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.